Yadadada. Actually, I kind of want another Hydro. I guess for now, I'll just do that. Sure. Sure. All right. Last couple hours of the Pauper event are among us. And I want to play something that can maybe survive like a slightly longer game as mono green. So I'm doing like mono green beasts. This is kind of cool. This is like the only card that has scaling in the deck, but it seems alright. Some of these cards play nicely with each other. Right, we have a mana sink in Nyxbloom Hydra. We have a fairly strong Saga, especially for one that comes in for 5 mana. I kind of like everything it's doing. We can play Typhon, which is also a beast. Llanowar Elves and Elvish Mystic. I probably want another 3-drop, right, on turn 2 to play, but for now this is just what I'm doing. And not much to say about this, just beasts, big green things, in 20 lands. Send it. Man, if we had Sprout Swarm, I'd be so happy. I only have 2 hours, so I gotta hop right in it. Can't dilly-dally. Can't dilly-dally. Nope. Oh, right. Pick your poisons in the deck as well. We'll see how often it actually does anything, especially against artifact decks and stuff all over the place. This could actually be really good. Let's get rid of you. Yeah. Oh! Yeah, first game. First game. Oh. That was the first game I played. Oh no. Alright, maybe we go. Is there 4? Do I have 4? I think I only have 3 in my deck. Alright, let's look. There probably should be 4. There's 3. Alright, let's go like that. That's fine. I'm putting 4 in there. I don't care. Sure. Endure my mythic rare in Pauper. Bask in its glory. This probably makes sense. Does it? Maybe I just play this. And then I can mutate that. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I was ahead on board. I was gonna keep being ahead on board, maybe, but kind of surprised they conceded there. Alright. Felt like they were doing everything they wanted to be doing. Oh, I didn't look at my quest. Nah, I'll look at it after. Hello, goat. We're just, pick your poisoning artifact decks and winning on turn 1 with turn 1 land destruction. This is probably not a keep. None of this is... I mean, I can forest cycle. No. Let's get rid of this. Alright. Can't pick your poison the turn 1 artifact. So. At least not this time. They're trying to make you work at work? Have you tried quitting? I wouldn't stand for that. Well, that is a very interesting card. Very interesting card. I've not seen that before. Pick your poison can sack an an enchantment. Get rid of this 4/4. I guess I like that. Alright, hopefully there's no removal. You're not quitting, you're just going to stay right here and work exactly how much you want. Yeah, there you go. Unionize. How dare they think they know better than you. Alright, removal. So the game is probably over. This is not a beast, right? Yep. Well, no, I can't cast that. Alright, game's over, I think? Maybe not. They don't have 6 mana. And they can't feed the swarm this. So maybe I can continue? Did I actually win this game? I won this game? I can't believe that. I won that game. Wow. I thought it was completely doomed with the feed the swarm. That's wow. Wow. Okay. That's nuts. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I have the card in here, because Vigilance feels pretty useful, from what I've noticed. Pauper is only commons. Artisan is commons and uncommons. Both are very, very fun formats to me. I cannot believe I won that game. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Alright, that's fine. That is also fine. Could do this for 2 here. Could just play out another one and wait. No, I'm gonna do this for 2. That's okay with me. Vigilance and reach are a pretty good combo, so. The old mono green versus mono green. Love it. I can go get a land here. It would be nice to play this, but it is what it is. Okay, whenever another creature enters... Sure. You've only ever played Commander? Well, that's kind of a really fun format, so... It's never a wrong decision, in my opinion. Commander is incredibly fun. Easily the most customizable format. Alright, there seems to be no combat tricks, so I'm just going to send it. Alright, so we can monstrosity this too? Well, wait, can I? No, not quite. But this is very, very large and has reach, which doesn't really matter in the green mirror. Commander's the most diverse format, right? So if you want to get into another format, you'll have to like accept that like less cards are available to you in every given format. Like, oh, I want to play Modern. Well, you know, you only have so many cards you can play, and you're going to see the same kind of deck against you more and more and more. Whereas Commander, you can play against basically every card in Magic's history. What was the gift? Just a fish? Okay. Well, they can't swing this turn. I could take the risk of playing this. It's so far away from ever becoming monstrous in the same turn. I'm just going to cast it. The infamous Cruel Call video. Cheating out big stompies. Yeah. Well, there you go. Who needs another format? Of course, looks like we have the second fight. I don't know what else they're reading here. Seems pretty straightforward. Just kill the snake there. But if they don't kill the snake, I'm pretty happy. I don't know what involves mousing over every creature 3 times. Okay, we get a naturalize. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, surprised that happened. Can I swing? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can. How am I still at 20? Really? I didn't even notice. Love to see a chump block. I think I would have just went down to 9 there. Hmm. Ooh, the old vanilla 4/4 reach. Oh my goodness. I literally respect nothing and will block this. Please have giant growth. Oh my goodness, please. Alright, it's not giant growth. It just bounces off each other. We swing. Well, I'm certainly very, very ahead. They had the fight, too. They had the fight and the largest creature at a point. It looks like we've turned it around. Four, five, six, seven, eight. They have 8 power in play, so I can swing again. Doesn't look like there's a combat trick. I think we've put our opponent in the abyss, where they have to, like, jump every turn. I don't even know what happens if you activate this already, or again, because it says I can. I don't think anything happens. Yeah, nothing happens. It just lets you do it for some reason. It's funny. Pick your poison. They could have enchantments. We've seen some already. This actually is doing something. I thought about running the pack hunters, but they cost 4. So I just kind of decided against it. Trample is also... eh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, make sure I could still swing. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, opponent, what are you doing? What are you doing? This game may have just gotten a lot longer. Opponent played an ankle biter. There's no attack, right? I will become disadvantaged if I attack. Now, I don't really have a lot of trample, but there is some in there. We've both seen the same amount of cards now. Alright, that was a good draw. Now I can sort of just attack. Yep. I think the Nestian Asp has ran its course. Also, I'd rather them not be able to bite with that later. Right, like send it to my creatures. So, I'll just get rid of it. Six mana, put 2 counters on a creature, or gain some life. So we get a 6/6 maybe? My opponent's deck is a little bit less coherent, but it's still just mono green. Beats. We do have the beast creature, which gives us a 1/1 counter every turn, which in a game like this would obviously outscale my opponent. I don't know if I want to trade the 4/4 for the 6/6 just to recast it into a 7/7, but I probably should. They should probably block with a 6/6. Yeah. I don't think you can afford to play around anything. But I now have the largest creature again. They haven't drawn a land for a lot of turns. That was their first, like, natural land draw. They were on 5 for a while. They played Grill. They've gone quite a while without a land. Maybe they're running 20 like me. Who knows? Alright, we found the Beast Whisperer. So now we can hang out for a while. And let's diversify. More large threats is better than one, especially if this goes another 20 turns, which it very, very well could. Oh, you know what? I should have read this card first. Okay, so it's an even trade still with the fight we know about. Probably should have made it an 8 though first. Yeah, I'm gonna make this an 8 just to really push it out of the way of that specific fight. This is peak Magic right here. Potential life gain? Yeah. I don't think 4 life really matters, though. That is still not a fight. I'm sure there's more than one in their deck. It'd be nice if they had to kill the Advocate before anything else. They don't? I'm always killing the Advocate before I kill anything else. Because killing my creatures are just gonna... Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? What? Yeah, no, that... Yeah. I would just take the damage and then you would lose the game. Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, one of the games of all time? Absolutely. I couldn't be more happy. So... Still no real trade. Let's make this larger. Maybe just even them out. 33 to 35. Oh, wait, what's this? Scry 2. And then it can't be blocked with creature's power 2 or less. Alright, so that's irrelevant. A nice scry 2 there, and they put 2 at the bottom, sure. They've made a 7/7. I still don't want to have an unfavorable trade. Oh! Yes! Is this an enchantment? This is an enchantment. So I could just pick your poison. It's not like this card is getting any better. I might as well. It's not getting any better. This is what it's here for, so. midnight for you? It is 6:30 p.m. for me. I'm 6 hours behind you. Or 18 hours ahead. Who knows? Alright, advocates. Scale. Scale. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. This is the best game I've played in the entire Pauper event, and you can't convince me otherwise. Okay, so either next turn or very soon, this becomes extremely lethal because it gives trample to something. So I'm going to start putting all the counters on the same creature. And then I'll have to start doing math. We have 10, 16, no, 19, 25. We have 25. Plus Sevens, 31. We have to do 31? Okay, we're not even really close to doing that. Yeah, East Coast. Only the cool people. That's where the cool people are. I like the Pack Hunter. Again, this is a card I thought about putting in my deck. It is also a beast, but you need multiples, and it costs 4. By the time that starts to matter, you've probably already lost. Okay. I'm a little nervous, and I think I have like a lot of time, so I can probably just not go tall on one creature. I'd rather not get overrun by an Alpha Strike and lose a game. Alright, what does that do? End step, if a face-down creature entered... Alright, that's just not going to do anything. It seems like they're, like, actually contemplating swinging all out. Okay, that's the last pick, your poison. I could literally just make this huge and see what happens. It would be... it would be 10... It would be 9... 10, 11, 12, 13... This does tap all my blockers, so if it doesn't work, I'm screwed. This is a 7-8 as well, which this is also lethal, so I can swing with it. The fact that they have to put a ton of creatures in front of the Typhon is why this is an okay attack and safe, because a lot of things have to be unalive because it got trample. 10, 11, 18, 20, I think that's it. Yep, that's enough. So 4, 7, 6, 7, that's Xaxes? That's Xaxes, alright. Yep, see, this is okay because it's still not lethal. And we get left behind the 13-14 Bestow Snake. And I ended this game at literally 20 life. Sweet. Love to see it. Alright. Awesome game. Awesome game. Scaling. Scaling. You're from France. Oh my goodness. Oui, oui. Oh. Yeah, there you go. See, I'm multicultural. I like frog legs and giant metal spires in the center of my cities. You don't think your opponent knows their deck? Oh, I don't know, maybe. Oh, we've got the combo. We just have to play against something that isn't good. Alright. Good so far. Good so far. Okay, alright. Just let me get my 2/4 vigilance creature down, please. And don't kill it. This looks like bad news. I never played Hard Evidence. Never actually ended up playing that card. Yeah, go to swings. It's not like I can dodge counterspells or anything, so might as well. The Voracious Typhons are spammable issues, so we'll see what happens here. Uh-oh, Twitch chat's becoming French. What have you done? Okay. I took German in high school. I didn't take French. My opponent's running a card named Saver. That is nuts to me. It's also kind of cool. Well, this is blue-black control, and I feel surprisingly safe. Maybe I should just cast Pick Your Poison. Like, the food tokens buy my opponent time. I don't know. I actually don't know. It's probably okay to just cast him. At least one. Yeah, I mean, it stopped a card draw. Guess it's okay. It's not that amazing, but it's what I had. Looks like Devious Cover-Up, which I don't think is a good idea right now, but if it's your only answer, I guess it's what you gotta do. Just seems kind of weird. Alright, well, a land lets me Typhon, and if it's not a land I draw, I can cast everything in my deck, so there's not really any bad top deck, except maybe the last Pick Your Poison. You had to tell a 7-year-old Santa isn't real, and then you came into my stream? Get out of here. What have you done? Ooh, the tempo deadweight. Love it. Alright, so either lethal or not. So we do this for... 4? Lethal? Oh wait, no, this is not lethal. Hold on. Another devious cover-up. Alright. So they go to 5, and then it's lethal, and they have 2 looks at cards. Hopefully they shuffle in something incorrect. They do. You're not supposed to shuffle in a counterspell right now, because if you top deck it, you're going to feel kind of goofy of just drawing it and having it not work. Mystic Sanctuary. Murder? Nope, murder is gone. So, no, you can't even put deadweight on top. Yeah, controlling Pauper is extremely difficult. Resolved threats are a big deal. Non-hard removal is difficult to cast, like deadweight. It's very hard. I have tried a lot. I like Devious Cover-Up, but I just... They shouldn't have shuffled in the other one. And they shouldn't be putting Essence Scatter on top, either. That doesn't save you here. Alright, my opponent just conceding to not being able to deal with my board. I go to 2. Essence Scatter is completely useless and probably should not have been put on the top. Okay. I mean, you either do or you don't have an answer to the board. Lorien revealed? Doesn't seem like you have enough time for that one. I'm gonna have the Typhon countered, but I can cast it twice, essentially. But the Essence Scatter is now useful. But again, I can keep recasting this at this point in the game, and that is another issue my opponent has to continuously deal with. No, we have another devious cover-up. Alright, never mind. Silly me. Again, I think they shuffled in something they probably should not have shuffled in. But we'll see what happens. Well, it has a win con. It just has to survive for 39 turns, and to that I say good luck. I don't think this is GG. My opponent would have conceded on their own turn if it was GG, so don't think so. Ugh. Come on, game. Well, that's half the lands in my deck. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Useless land, pick your poison. Why not? Seen a lot of mulligans in this format. Kind of surprising. Guess it just cycle this. It's like slightly better. If I'm going to discard it anyways. I can convince the arena devs? Yeah, that would be nice. That would be real nice. Well, we're out of range of voltaic surge, whatever it's called. They didn't attack, and they didn't block. Very weird. Very weird. What the heck is this? Return another permanent? I've never seen this card. So there's another core Skyfisher. Huh. That's cool. I have never seen that. I feel like I would have cast the core Skyfisher instead. That was a little weird to me. This does have trample. Four, five, six, seven. This does not save my opponent, because now I actually have more attackers from the Hydras coming out. They definitely wanted that other 2-3 in play in this spot, but it probably still doesn't matter. Voltaic Surge keeps him alive. There's a 1-mana spell, and a no. Alright, all the Hopeless Nightmares. Kind of weird. I don't really like the discard spam strategy. It's kind of hard to get that to work, but Yeah, we just had to resolve a large threat, and they just never had an answer. Sweet. Pick Your Poison actually been really good against, of course, Skyfisher. You can get the name out. Hey, I advocate for Pauper in half of my videos, alright? I can't... There's only so much I can do. They don't even know I exist. It's tragic. Alright, hopefully this is not bump in the night nonsense. Ether Drift, because you remember mentioning had opinions. The one thing I don't like is one of my favorite characters in Magic the Gathering is in this format, or in that set, and I think the character has been done extremely dirty. Hazaret is like a race rowdy or something, and there's a racing stripe, like, in the set symbol, and it says start your engines on the card, and Hazaret's like one of my favorite characters, and it's just like a bastardization of something that would otherwise be very, very cool. I'm extremely disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed with that. It's like a Fortnite set, but it's supposed to be like a real Magic set, but it has like a racing stripe thing for a set symbol, and it takes place in sets where, or planes where they don't have racing cars up until today. Like, why can't we just separate the SpongeBob stuff? Are we completely, like, creatively bankrupt now? We can't think of anything interesting? Hazaret just gets, like, completely screwed over. I've only been waiting for like 10 years for a Hazaret card, and we get that. It literally feels like a Fortnite set. I'm completely uninterested in it. That one card alone just tossed the interest in the set right out the window for me. Because that just really gives me a summary of what the set's supposed to be, and I guess I'm not supposed to take it seriously. Yeah, no, it's not like a real set. It just doesn't seem like a real set. It's like it has all these characters that everyone likes doing this one collaborative thing, which we see in other IPs. Like Marvel, you know, oh, look at all the characters in the same universe doing this one thing at one time, and it has like nothing to do with anything else. It's like an isolated My opponent's name is Pauper Paul. That's hilarious. Unfortunately, I don't get to play against someone with Pauper in their name because I mulligan too hard. Alright, well, I mean... Opponent went to 5, so I guess this is okay. This is hilarious. If I win this, that'd be super funny. Yeah, it's like the Thunder Junction set. We all have cowboy hats for 6 months for some reason, and then we no longer have them. Like, where's the character development? Where's the story? Nothing makes sense. Oh, it's just that deck. Alright, yeah. You're interesting. I'm glad you're playing that. Mulligan to 5, Smooth Brain. Mulligan for your hexproof card so you win the game. Talent. I'm glad you like playing that deck for 4 hours. Honestly, someone with the name Pauper in their name is obviously going to play, like, sheep meta. This is fine. I really wish Hazaret was... Because Hazaret was alone at the end of the set, like, doing their own thing. What the... So stupid. This card should be banned. I don't care. The card should absolutely be banned. It's a league. It's in a league of its own. It needs to be banned. I'm not playing against that. But yeah, Hazoret's like alone on her set. On the plane, all the other gods died. She's like, oh, I guess I gotta be this guardian to the remainder of people. And then thought she'd come back as like an enlightened teamer card. Like Hazoret the Protector or something. And she's got like a new arm and she looks all cool. But nope, it's just a race car rowdy. Like, are you serious? Start your engines? I'm just deeply bothered by it. Deeply bothered by it. Like, that's the kind of person that survived the invasion of Elishnorn? Are you kidding me? Like, you're saying ready, set, go in a race, and you're the type person that beat Elishnorn's invasion? Like, you beat off a Phyrexian army? That kind of person? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's just stupid. It's like creatively dumb. That has no merit. It's a complete insult to like what I like. What I like about Hazoret is not in this new card. It doesn't exist. It's not in the new card. It's like an abomination. It's a bastardization of something that was otherwise very cool. Especially coming out of like an Egyptian theme set. I don't even really care about that kind of theme. Just goes to show how cool the character was. Yeah, Lute is like an Lute, I guess, is like an ancient being that has been around for like thousands of years. He's like older than all the other characters in Magic lore, which I don't know what that means, but everyone's racing to like the Aether Spark, which could have been done in a cool way. I don't have a problem with a racing set. It doesn't bother me none. It's just done in like a completely nonsensical way. I could take the time to just play this instead of doing this. Actually, let's just do this. Yeah, I like this. This is fun. This gives me like a ton of mana. I also normally don't refrain from talk. Like, I usually talk about the actual game I'm playing. I don't really ever talk about like something else. Long form. Yeah, the key to everything. I have Pick Your Poison. There are answers to pacifism. Fortunately, I don't feel like I have to have one of those right now. Though I kind of don't want to put the Hydra on the Nessian Asp, because if they do have another Pacify, I lose like a lot of things at the same time. That'd be a bad idea. A map of the entire universe? That's funny. I'm sure Lute is a cool character. I don't have a problem with Lute. Just do it right. We do this for 6. Here. Knowing magic, it will tap the Llanowar Elves. So I'm not going to let it. So we take half our life total, and then we try to stabilize. Species of giants as a multiversal empire. What about, Oh wow, they did this in the wrong order. They gave me a blocker. This bestow mechanic has confused a lot of people. I've gotten away with that twice now, actually. That was actually a very significant mistake, too. Opponent's still willing to swing. I should block the Outlaw Medic. I know it draws a card, but I have to, like... It is a lifelinking creature, and it will die before the end of this game. So I might as well do it now. I mean, maybe the Eldrazi? The Eldrazi are kind of like that, right? Though they probably don't have an empire, they're just hanging out in between every universe or something. Be cool to see an Eldrazi empire. Amonkhet is just... I want another Amonkhet set. That's what I want. I want Hazoret done right. And we probably will never have that now. Because apparently Hazoret's delegated to starting engines. But the rest of Aether Drift, like story-wise, it can be done. You just don't have to make a circus out of all the characters that already exist. And still do it. Alright, for some reason my opponent severely struggled with that turn. I don't know why. I also forgot to block the medic, like I said I would. Alright, we tapped a mana for no reason, and then we moved next phase. Truly, the play of all time. I could hold the food token. Knowing my opponent, they'd probably be surprised if I suddenly gain life. Even if it's in front of their face, but I'm not going to do that. This has Vigilance? Yeah. Hey, it's a Healer's Hawk. Nice. So we got 2, 4... I'm still swinging with both creatures, I think. I think I am. Okay, another attack that doesn't make a lot of sense. Actually get rid of the life-linking creature like I said I should have. Last time. Pick your poison. Let's sack an enchantment. I don't care about the Healer's Hawk. I want another attacker. Okay, for some reason my opponent just did not block. That was weird. So there's more than... Okay. Swing at that, bounces there. Now I have to not... Now I have to actually think. Swing there, block there. Yeah, now I have to actually do stuff. I'm sure Eldrazi will come back. I wouldn't doubt that. Knowing Wizards, they'll probably like make Kozilek the next I don't know, Power Ranger or something. Oh, that 2/4 is actually really annoying. I could pick your poison... Well, I mean, it's really just flying now, but I mean, pick your poisoning the Pacify again is reasonable, I think. And I actually just drew it. That's hilarious. So, enchantment. And if I swing all out, I think they're dead. Math is for blockers. Kazoo Orchestra, yeah. They're dead in the story? Tragic. Shoot, I wouldn't even mind going back to Ravnica for the 5th time. I really like Ravnica, so... Ravnica, to me, has always been done right. Even in War of the Spark, it felt like being on Ravnica was just sort of done right. I like the plane. It's popular for a reason. It's got all sorts of things in it. Everyone has, like, their favorite guild. It's just, like, a really nice set. An entire city. The Duels of the Planeswalkers games in Ravnica are really cool, too. Like, I just like the set. I would never be upset with another Ravnica set. But knowing Wizards, again, it'll probably be about, like, janitors and used cup salesmen or something if they went back to Ravnica. Ikoria? Ikoria's cool too. Why does every heir apparent have this turn 1 card? How do they do that? How do they always have this in turn 1? Someone tell me. Someone enlighten me. Like, how do you always have this? Whoop, can't do that. Now I can. So, this will be the first time Heir Apparent went crazy against me, but because I have, like, a Vigilance attack, like, it's just kind of hard to get a bunch of rabbits to reasonably do anything. I might want to put counters here, honestly. Because it has Vigilance, and that is extremely good. Means I can attack and block. My opponent has Charge in their deck. Alright. You got it. Seems like a weird time to cast it, though, isn't it? Maybe not. Alright. Yep, just play this. Okay. Can I still just keep swinging? Well, no Vigilance makes it kind of hard. Makes it kind of hard. Though, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I feel like they have no favorable attacks. I don't know. Yeah, you gotta block more than that. Alright. Take 4. I think blocking with a 1/1 here might just be the safe bet. You don't, maybe you don't want to take 4. I really don't want to cycle this. I really don't want to cycle it. So I'm not going to. That's not a successful attack, but you got it. I will chump with the Llanowar Elves. Alright. Yeah, I don't think Heir Apparent is a very good strategy, especially, like, okay, if you have removal, it isn't, but my deck has literally 0 removal spells, and I still just soundly stomped on it. And it even had, like, pretty good cards. It even had the turn 1 Sanctifier. I don't think they should have gotten rid of this in the attack with the charge. I don't know. I probably would have played that a little differently, but I don't know the sequence of their hand. I thought Garruk was dead. because of the whole becomes black-green or whatever. They replaced their Oathwatch Power Ranger characters with, like, people I don't care about. Like, Vivian's kind of cool, but I think the Rook was a lot cooler. I'm gonna play this. That is a blue-white set of the lands right there. Oh, it's just this deck. Again. Cool. So, just sort of try to outpace my opponent. Lose to the mask card. Yeah, okay. I just gotta learn my lore. Oh look, it's the mask card. Wow. Opponent struggled to play it immediately for some reason. This is a very difficult strategy to play. I'm glad they figured it out. Hexproof and Pauper was a mistake. This stupid, stupid card. Just brain dead. Actually, I haven't had a lot of games where I had two of these. So, I think I'm doing this. Kind of lame, but yeah, that's what I got. Of course, I don't draw anything. Land would have been really nice. That is a very surprising thing they just did there. I think. Sort of. Of course, I don't draw anything. Why would I? I need a land. I need it now. Well, I beat a lot of things outside the 5-6. I actually don't really like this card. So I can sack an enchantment, get rid of the bridge. I think playing a second one of these is fine, though. This isn't going anywhere, and this isn't relevant to deal with currently. So Did they play a land last turn? I don't think they did. They probably wanted to do that on their own turn. Oh look, it's the 5/6. Fun. Well, what's wrong with Shroud? Shroud's fine. Oh, you're just saying because, yeah, people couldn't make their Shroud creature giant? Yeah. Hexproof and protection are kind of... They don't really do those kinds of things that much anymore, though. Not really. I just think Hexproof is not Pauper-friendly really at all, honestly. It's like very unfriendly to the format. Okay, I actually haven't really played against red deck wins. I don't gain life, and they can probably outrace me almost always. Especially when a lot of the damage is not through creatures. But we'll see. Well, it's not a Kiln Fiend, that's for sure. I mean, it's not hard. There you go. It's really not hard. Play mono red. Ugh. Okay, yeah, alright. First strike? Okay, this game's over. Why are the red players so slow? I don't get it. Every single time I play against the red deck, they're just like super slow. Is everyone on their phone or something? I mean, the deck plays itself. Shoot, it plays itself more than mine does. I'm just playing big creatures. Just play the cards. Alright, well if I ever draw a beast, I'm happy. But honestly, even if I do draw a beast, I might not. This hand just looks kind of... This isn't a beast, right? It's like a snake? Yeah, alright. That's slightly better. I think this is slightly better. I can get the land if I want to, or just choose to keep this if I only draw lands. Yeah, because it's essentially like keeping a forest. Everyone's just slow? No, not really. I wouldn't say that. Bone Shards pitching random thing. Alright, you got it. Bone Shards pitching bones. Okay. Alright, yeah. Keep it coming. Cycle a random 7-mana 5/5. Cool. This is a very cool swamp. The 4th Bone Shards. Okay. You got it. Sure. Well, they have a reanimate spell. So yeah, this person isn't slow. This person isn't slow at all. I could cycle this. Do I want to cycle this? If I do, creature for the graveyard, land for the Typhon. Yeah, I probably do cycle it. Does my opponent have reanimate that targets my graveyard in Pauper? I don't think that is a thing. I don't think that's a thing. I have not seen anything like this, but... Alright, looks like they're finally going to reanimate. Yep. It's just a 5/6 though, so it's not really... Vigilance, all damage on your turn. Okay. The snake is scarier than that. They can't block it. They do. That's a big whoops. That's a giga yikes, if you will. Yeah, probably shouldn't have blocked it. I don't think they knew what monstrous was there. But even if they didn't block it, I'm just fine, right? I'm monstrous anyways. I'm the largest creature. I'm probably outracing them. And I can escape this at some point as a 7/7, which is also larger than this, so... Cool. I think there's better creatures to reanimate than what my opponent chose to reanimate. Actually, I'm quite curious. What are the reanimate targets? I hadn't really thought about a reanimate deck in this format. Oh, please, game. What does reanimate look like? So you got refurbish... creature, yard... Late to dinner, I mean, not refurbish. Emerge from cocoon. I guess unearth. Putting them to hand is not what I'm thinking about, though. Summon undead. Is there one more? No, you don't need one more. That's enough. That's well more than enough. And then we look at creatures worth reanimating. 6 and up, probably. I feel like there's an Eldrazi that's good, right? Isn't there? Maybe not. What does this do? When you cast it or cycle it? No, that doesn't matter. It's just a 6/8. It's probably worse than the 5/7 in green, the Ent, because the Ent at least puts itself in the graveyard with cycling. This doesn't really do that. What about this one? 7/7 Vigilance. It's alright. 4/5, that gains 3, flying, nope. I like this card cycle. These are cool. Oh wait, not this one. I mean the, whatever they are. These ones. The Capenna ones are cool. Toasted corn? Toasted corn as a snack? You mean popcorn, my guy? You talking about popcorn? Sounds like popcorn. Ooh, you can reanimate a giant 9/9. Oh, alright, yeah. Boop. And then... You mean like corn... Like corn? Have I had corn in a cooked fashion? I don't know what toasted corn is. Like you put it in the... I don't know what's happening. If it's just a 9/9, I don't like this. That was a 7/7. What about you? When it dies, it deals 7 to a random opponent creature? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Maybe like one of those. This has cycling. All the cycling ones are viable. Probably not the red one, specifically. What about this thing? When it attacks, they discard, right? No, if they have 2 or fewer. Okay, that doesn't really... The card art is awesome, though. This is easy to maybe cast naturally in a deck like this. Definitely want this. Gurmag Angler is another interesting one, because your graveyard fills up, you just cast it naturally. Full Natty. Check my Discord. I don't have Discord running when I'm playing, when I'm streaming. These are viable as well. This has hexproof, but I don't know as a 5/7 if that is any good. It probably isn't. Okay, so... And then you want the discard spells like Faithless Looting and whatever my opponent just played, Bone Shards, to get everything in the graveyard. And we could say black and probably white as the colors we cast, and all the other cards are just discard fodder. Or maybe black, yeah, I mean at least black and white, because those are the reanimate spells. I guess it is possible. I'm not going to play it. I don't have time to play it. There's only like 30 minutes by the time I like get a deck I like. That's pretty cool, though. I have not seen Reanimate. There's probably a reason I haven't seen it, though. Yeah, I don't know what Toasted Corn is. I'll know in 30 minutes when I'm done streaming and I have to raid. Like a slave. Like a warlock tool. I want to say spicy jokes, but propaganda will cancel me. I can't make my based and slave jokes on my stream. Oh, it's a Heir Apparent deck, but it has blue. Ooh, alright. Okay, alright. Discord invite? No. It's gonna be a no for me, Chief. So I can just make this any... Well, is this enough? We could wait a turn, actually. Just wait a turn. Is my opponent gonna block enough to, like, do anything? Probably not. I'm gonna swing. There's no way they trade a Heir Apparent here this early. It seems kind of nuts to me, yep. But the reason I'm waiting a turn is the size of this could matter. I really want to know what the blue is. Enters detain, so it just can't swing for a turn. Attack. Yep. That's kind of cute. It does make me want to have a second creature. So I suppose that is what I'm going to do. And I do over. Land. Get rid of the flyer. And no attack. No attack. Shift enter, because I'm not cycling the ent ever. Okay. What does this do? Creatures you control get some Berber and a random flying thing. You got it. So we have 5, 6. Think that's enough for me here. 5. I don't think this kills me. Hold on, maybe it does. So just do it for 4. And swing with that. I kind of need the blockers here. I think I do. I could be wrong. I think I need the blockers. I don't think I'm going to get this ent down. There's no way you don't swing all out here. Should have seen how I blocked first before they did that, though. Okay. I'm sure they knew this had reach. I don't know what else is going on. Alright, I'm a little confused, but I'll take it. I will leave up the food token. Alright, my opponent either made a grave mistake or just sort of decided to concede. Again, another heir-apparent strategy that doesn't seem super successful. You can add the borderless treatment to your Nyx forests. I always wondered what happened to those because they had changed them, and I was upset with that. Is there like a separate favorite thing you do? There is. Yeah, it's just right there. Yeah. That tracks. That tracks, wizards. Well, thanks for letting me know. I was wondering what happened because they had removed it. I have played against Gabriel before. Wonder if they recognize me. Probably not. Oh, maybe. They said hello. Good sign. Bask in my Llanowar Elves. Haha. I have not had a game where I had 3. Maybe they think I'm elves. Okay, Toxic 1, sure, plus Toxic. Let's play that. And nope. I don't think they broke it. I think they just default it to the bordered one when they added the bordered one. That's probably what happened there. And Wizards doesn't really let you know. They just say good luck, figure things out. Like, I didn't know rampant growth was in the game until yesterday, which is unbelievable. Like, should not be a thing level unbelievable to me. Okay. Opponent, I have a reach creature. Haha. They probably know, though. I mean, they probably know. I think I'm going to outrace the toxic counters, if I were to guess. The 2-mana removal spell now exiles any creature, though. But still, I think I'm fine. You told me about rampant growth and jumpstart? I don't remember. Oh, look, they had it. Of course they did. Silly me. Again, I don't think it matters. I'm not going to die to poison this game. So 1, 2, 7, 6. And then I end the game at 5 poison? 6 poison? Looks like we just end at 6 poison here. You remember that? I don't remember that. It was I wasn't reminded, and if you go against my ideas, you are banned. Alright, so I win. Oh, I could have monstranced. Whoops, I forgot. Oh look, they had another one. I don't remember because it was playing a format it wasn't legal in. Is it legal in Historic Brawl, isn't it? Right? I thought it was. I mean, there's no sets of cards that save you here. Nyxborn Hydra is really nice. I'm surprised I haven't felt like anything has been nothing has wanted to be changed which is kind of nuts. I didn't think I'd be satisfied with, like, the starting chunk of cards I've had. It's really weird to me that this is working and nothing feels like it should be different. It almost feels like maybe... I don't know. This card is probably the weirdest, but Vigilance is pretty useful. I could go down an Ent, honestly, and go up like that. Because this does cost 6, and that's... Even resolving one of these isn't a big deal. Essentially have 22 forests, and then 4, like, additional forests, assuming I have even 1 forest. I could even go down another forest, in my opinion. Actually, maybe another Hydra is better than this. Okay. Actually, wait a minute. It has to make sense that I go down 2 forests and go up 2 of these, right? Like, that has to be free, at the very least. Should have just been free. Are there common wraths? No, just -1/-1. Sweepers. You didn't know the untapped artifact lands? Yeah, I didn't know either. I did not. I just didn't look at the jumpstart area. I haven't looked at it in a while. And the card filter, like, doesn't show it. My opponent's name is Aaron. Bask in my elves. None of that is in Aura, but I'm sure the Auras are going to show up. It's your Pauper deck? You play green-white flying Auras? You menace to society? How dare you? Swinging doesn't really favor me now, does it? Yes, it does. What am I talking about? Alright. Okay. Opponent finds one of the best cards in Pauper off the top of their deck. Always exciting. Yep. So, just with this. Other creatures you control have trample? That does not seem like a... Okay. That seems weird. Seems really weird. Swing with these two. They can't kill both. Oh, they have first strike. Yes, they can. But then they lose their thing, so alright. Love to see a chump block there. I mean, yeah, I know the strategy. It's just like green-white hexproof deck, basically. I'm going to make him sack an enchantment here. Not a flyer, because the Healer's Hawk is meh. It also shrinks the ethereal armor, so... Now I can probably swing with these two. Always nice to cyberbully an enchantment player. But they don't have the hexproof 1/1, so we actually got to play the game. Although I guess I sort of would have beaten that if this was what their opener was. I probably would have put the enchantment on a different creature there. Can't be blocked by creatures power 3 or greater. 4, first strike, dead. Alright. They lose an enchantment this way. I will not be reanimating that anytime soon. And now the generous Ent can also swing. You only play the 3-mana one that makes a hexproof creature? That's funny. There's no card in the game that kills me. Yeah, that doesn't. Opponent left themselves dead. I don't think they were dead if they didn't attack, actually. Especially with a combat trick. I don't think they were dead. But it was pretty close to being dead. Get wrecked. Get schmieded. That's what you get for not playing the hexproof creature. That wouldn't have actually fundamentally changed anything that game. I'm glad this works. I'm glad you can actually play mono green. Or to like some kind of capacity. It's not. It's definitely not the best thing you could be doing. But it's pretty fun. You just sort of play cards and you just chill. You just sort of chill out. Oh! Yes! 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 Taste it. Alright. Tempo cannot be created nor destroyed, merely transferred from one player to the other. We'll slow down here. Wait, hold on. Let's slow down. +1 is kind of lame, so just swing. Pretty lame turn, honestly. If this was a land, I'd be a lot happier, but it wasn't. Oh, great. Actually, kind of similar. They're similar enough. I'll get rid of that one. Well, again, only a matter of time for I just lose to random 5/6 that I can't deal with. Opponent has 2 cards of the best card in their deck. Seems like that's a recurring thing as well. Entering the lol nothing matters territory of the game. Oh look, 5/6. Fun. They didn't scoop to my pick your poison. Tragic. This is okay, I guess. I'm not gonna pick your poison turn 1. I could do it this turn, because the next flyer could be a concern. Right? So, like, might just be a good idea to do it right now. Yeah, probably just a good idea to do it right now. Well, they didn't get Ancestral Mask for some unusual reason. Does this make sense? I guess. The last 10 minutes is just like all the potato brain players. Kinda sucks. Everyone's trying to get like their wins in before it ends. With potato decks. All the cool things are gone. Okay, I spoke too soon. That's weird. What other slivers are there? Okay, yeah. Alright. What is Outlast? You tap it and it gets a counter? That's crazy. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Slivers sort of just... Huh. I don't know. Well, they already had first strike, so that's not a big deal. Alright, let's start to try to scale one of these. You have black-white Danathia? Danitha? Well, it's not Killian. Can I beat this long term? I'm not sure. Is there a sliver that gives flying? Again, I'm not sure. I can make this massive and then make it even larger. Tapping them for Outlast is kind of spooky, but it's very slow, so. I haven't seen the green cards, though. That's a concern. I don't know what this means. 7, 8. I'm not sure. 8. It's 21? I don't think there's lethal here, is there? What card in the game is lethal? What could my opponent do here? I don't know. That certainly isn't it. That's all it was? Oh. Okay. Sure. What did I kill? I killed, nothing of consequence. Tragic. Let's play this, maybe? Counter there. No, I'm gonna play this. And pass. Burst Lightning is pretty cool. Alright, so they're out of cards, no tricks. Opponent also didn't tap to Outlast with their mana. I don't know why you'd play the Outlast Sliver if you don't Outlast. I mean, maybe it just makes sense to do that for whatever reason. I don't know. They thought I could kill them maybe if they swung. Okay. Clearly we drew something good. Why wouldn't you? Apparently we did not draw anything. Okay. Or we just sandbagged it for whatever reason. I think I'm dead. Yep. I think I'm dead. Yep, first strike's too good. I can never attack because all my creatures die to for all the first strike, so they can just swing whenever they're ready. I think I could have stabilized in a turn or two, though. If it wasn't for the first strike slivers, I was completely fine. Not even. I think it was just the +2/+0 sliver, actually. The first strike was beatable if it wasn't that they had so much power. Who knows? Wait, what just happened? Did my opponent, like, skip their first turn? And then started spamming hello? What is happening? Okay. What was that? I don't understand. My opponent was on the play, right? And then they went through their turn, held priority on their own turn, and then held it on my upkeep, and spammed hello and then conceded. I don't understand. I don't. Okay. Are you trying to make people concede in the last minute of the event? Probably. Suppose that would make sense. But you didn't stick with it. I mean, my opponent literally didn't stick with it. They just conceded, like they didn't force it. Kind of weird. There do be 12-year-olds out there. It is Magic the Gathering. Is that an enchantment? Nope. Whoop. Ah, bask in my 2/4 that blocks your rat. Do we think our opponent blocks? Nope. Can I function without a land? Kind of. Do I just play this for 0? No, that doesn't make any sense. I wish Pick Your Poison could have cycling on it. Probably way too strong if it did, though. Don't you just love it when they had the starting put a poison counter on you, and then all their other spells just now work? There's only 2 cards in the game that do this, and they just had one. So now I just lose. I could have maybe bestowed. I probably had to bestow there. That was probably a mistake. Yeah, I should have bestowed. I missed 2 damage. I really did. Potentially 2 damage. Yep, that was a mistake. Whatever. Stupid. Yep, that's a stupid way to lose, but whatever. Boring. Yeah, the last 10 minutes were, like, really stupid. Actually, one of the opponents just full stop emote spammed, so I would auto-concede. Like, I think. I don't know why else he would do that, but... I also never re-rolled my quest. Oh, and of course it was a green one at 750, of course. That's fine. We complete it later. Okay, so this was surprisingly successful. Like, incredibly successful. The only thing it was really, really notably terrible against was the hexproof... Ow. The hexproof Bant Aura thing, or just really green, with the 1 mana hexproof creature, where you just can't interact with it. Some of the artifact strategies were problematic as well, right? Pick your poison wasn't enough to really keep me safe against that entirely, but sometimes it was, right? This was actually quite significant. But other than that, the beast scaling with Advocate was kind of nice. Some games where the board state got gummed up, putting counters on your stuff slowly was very strong. Vigilance is extremely strong, so was Reach. Reach and Vigilance in the same card was good. I had a way to give Trample, which was nice. This tricked a lot of people, or tripped them up it seemed, where they killed the creature I bestowed, forgetting that the Hydra stays in play after the bestowed creature is dead. So you have like this giant second threat under it, basically, which was really nice. I didn't get to play this as much as I wanted to, but I did really like this. Maybe too many 5-drops, but I don't really agree with that. I think this is a healthy amount, honestly. The mana, like the land count, I think was incorrect early. I think I had too many lands, especially with all these 1-drops, and the Ents at 4. Essentially more forests, right? If you have 1 forest in your hand, 1 Elvish Mystic and an Ent, you basically have 3 mana, right? It comes in sort of tapped, but I like that, especially how I want to escape this. Putting these in the graveyard is reasonable enough. You could also probably have, or I could have ran the fetch lands of Promising Vein, because adding a colorless is kind of okay. Could have maybe had like 2 of these. And there's another one too, I think. Even this is fine. Like, you can run some colorless lands like this, because all I really need are 2 green sources, basically every game, and then every other land could be colorless. I'm not casting that many spells in a single turn, and there's only like 1... I guess this is double green too. But if I'm always casting at least one of these, there's your second green source immediately. You can really get away with some colorless lands just to put them in the graveyard for your Voracious Typhons, if that matters. This didn't come up that often anyways, but if you can min-max it, you might as well. And it's like Sweat Lord mid-maxing deck thinning. So it all kind of works out, right? It's not like what you're doing is too tricky or anything. It's pretty straightforward. But it was fun. I liked it. I liked it. Didn't have to put much brain power in every play I made. Just sort of play the game. Like sort of what Mono Red would be doing. Just play the glowing card in your hand. Kill your opponent. But viable, and there was not much I felt like I needed to change over the course of 2 hours, which was very surprising. I expected one of these cards to be something like, oh, it's not working, let me go find something that's better. But at no point did I feel like anything here was in dire need of being swapped out for anything else, which quite surprising. Quite surprising. So let me know what you thought about this list. My obligatory obligation. Obligatory obligation, that doesn't make sense. My obligation to say that Pauper should be in the game forever, but Wizards won't do it because they don't make any money if all you play are commons only. But I hope they do one day. But again, it probably won't. It's an extremely fun format. Having sideboards would make it even more interesting, especially in ranked. I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, it would start to get samey, right? They'd have to balance historic Pauper, like a new thing they'd have to worry about and all that, but I hope they do it one day. I really do. So, see you guys. Same for chat. See you guys next time. Yes, without Pauper, because Pauper is now gone forever. So who knows? Who knows? I can delete all of these. I can at least delete this one. I didn't like that one too much. What else one did I not like? No, I like the other ones, actually. I like the others. Alright, see you guys.